Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Faith and Home Diaries. Veronica here, and I want to come on and talk to you guys about reselling on Poshmark. And this applies to other reselling platforms, but I am very familiar with Poshmark because that's all I use. That's the only one that I really know and really trust. So I want to talk about being careful with your offers. So I've already tried to record this video, so I'm just going to try to get to the point and just, not like beat around the bush like I did when I first tried to record this video. So long story short, I want to give you guys a bit of advice, some business tips on using Poshmark offers. So there's two ways that you can make an offer to your customers. You can go to your Posh Closet and you can click on the item and you can make offers privately. The only thing with making offers privately through your closet is that the good thing about it, let's start with the good thing. The good thing about it is that when you click on an item, especially if it has a lot of likes on there, and you make a private offer to all of those people who liked your item, the good thing is it's going to be offered to everybody who likes your item, right? And then the bad thing, it's not always bad, but the cons about that is that you always have to do a shipping discount. Okay? And the other bad thing about that is they have like a 90-day rate where if you have like, say for example, if you have like a shirt that you listed for $30 and you made an offer for $20, you had to go lower. So like you had to go lower than $20 the next time you make an offer. So sometimes the offer does not work. You'll get a notification saying, this was not sent to your likers. Please offer a lower offer. And so that's because you need to wait 90 days, apparently, before you can make a better offer or like a not so low offer. But every time you make an offer on that item, you got to go lower than the last offer. Otherwise, Poshmark will not accept it. And it's really hard to keep tabs on which items, like, you know what I mean? What the last offer was on the item. It's like you don't want to go in and try to read all that stuff, and you just want to offer, click, 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 and be done with it. And so that doesn't usually work for me. But the other way that you could make offers is go into your menu, go to My Shoppers, go to Add Likers to Bundles, and then you can make them an offer that way. And the good thing about that is you can make whatever offer you want on the item. Obviously, it's got to be less than your listing price. And you can make whatever offer you want. You can do 10%, 5%, whatever you want. And you don't have to do a shipping discount. So, but I want to give you guys a little bit of a tip on making offers. Just to kind of give you guys a heads up to be careful and watch your offers. Because here's the thing. I'm just going to start by saying this. There's been several people that, they like something. And here's the thing. This is what annoys me. But at the same time, I can't complain because I've done it too. I liked something that I might be interested in, but I couldn't buy it at the time because I didn't have money. Or I just liked it to keep it for later to reference in case I do want to buy it later. So, but because somebody likes your item, it doesn't mean that they're actually interested in buying it. Okay? They're probably liking it because they like it, or they're liking it because they want to get it later, or they're liking it because they want to keep it in the likes in case they decide that they want to look at it later and maybe buy it later. So it's not everybody that likes your stuff is a guaranteed potential buyer. But it also doesn't mean that it's not either. So, but here's the thing, when you're making an offer through My Shoppers on Poshmark, you want to, when you list something, you want to make a set price as far, like a low price, as low as you would go for that item. and keep it that way, because a lot of people will either ignore the offer because the offer expires within 24 hours, or they will decline the offer. All right. So either they're not interested at all, or maybe they're just waiting for another time for your listing to get lower, offered lower, 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 and lower. And this is where we need to be careful, because sometimes people, I'm not saying all people do that, but some people do that. Some people will try to get items that are almost free, and and then I don't know what they do with it. I mean, maybe they just relist it for more or whatever. Some not everybody, but I know that sometimes people try to wait until it goes really low, extremely low, and then they'll buy it. And that's the problem. And so my advice is that you have a set price as the lowest you will go on each item. So that way, when you get to that, as low as that price, that's when you stop making an offer on that item. Because I can't tell you guys how many times I've made an offer with the same person. The offers, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't work. I mean, honestly, I'll tell you, the majority of my sales that I make are due to making offers. So they can be successful, okay? But that's not always going to be the case with everybody. So some people are just going to wait until the item is almost free, right? Until it's like $10, $8, $5. And I'm okay with that with low quality items, but not high quality items and popular branded items. I am not okay with selling it for $5. No way, no stinking way. And so you've got to set yourself a price limit as low as you will go. So that way, when next time you make the offer, I'm like, oh, this is this is as low as I'm gonna go. What I like to do, and this is what I've learned yesterday too when I was making offers, that when someone declines an offer, I'm gonna go in to my shoppers. I'm gonna go find their name. I'm gonna click on it, and it's gonna take me into their bundle from my closet, and I'm going to remove the items from my bundle. From their bundle. I'm going to remove the items from their bundle. So that way I don't keep sending them offers. Because if they declined it once, they're going to decline it again. And if you keep sending them the offer, they're going to keep on declining it. Either they're going to keep on declining it because they just really don't want it, or they're just going to wait until it's almost free. And you don't want to cut yourself short just by making sales where it's almost free that people will pay for. Because here's my reason. I've seen people on Poshmark Lives buy luxurious items. I've seen people buy luxurious items in posh parties and posh shows. Like they'd spend like 60, 50, 60, 40, 70, 80, 90, 100, $150. Sometimes $200 in items. Or they would buy $20 items in a show, or $30 items, and then they'd buy like 3 or 4. So by the time they're done shopping on a posh show, they spend like $90. So if someone can spend $90, so you got 3 items that a person bids on their posh show, and the same person gets the one that's $30, gets another item that's $30, and another item that's $30. By the time they're done, they spent $90. Now, the good thing is they get 3 items, but at the same time, when it comes to a really good quality brand, like, say, Anthropologie, that usually runs from like $50 to maybe $100, they're not willing to pay that. Yet, I've seen people pay extreme amounts of items. Now, don't get me wrong, because if you can get a lot of items in a show, that's great, and then you're spending a lot of money. But if you're complaining about money, it just doesn't make any sense to me, right? So if I'm seeing people buy luxurious items off a posh show, but they don't want to buy your $50 item, something's wrong. Something is wrong. I'm sorry. And so some people will wait until your item that you keep on offering almost ends up being free. Like $5, $7, $8, $10. $10 is fine. Maybe even $8 is fine. But $5 on, like, say, an anthropology item in my closet, not happening. Not happening. The lowest I would go on an anthropology item is maybe $20. Yeah. $20 is as low as I will go on an anthropology item. Right? But if I've listed something to like close to 100, the lowest I will probably go with anthropology that's listed close to 100, I'll probably go as low as 50 or 40. Maybe 30, but I'm not going any lower. If it's just like an anthropology shirt, the lowest I'll go is $20. So once I get to, if I'm listing something like an anthropology shirt, and I've kept making this person an offer over and over and over, and every time I do make an offer, I try to go down lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And then once I hit $20, if I'm like, okay, this is my limit. I'm only going down as low as $20. I'm going to make this person this offer. If they don't accept it, either they ignore it or they decline it. If they, like I said, anybody that declines an offer, I'm going in and I'm removing that item from their bundle so that I don't keep bugging them, because some people can get mad at you, or maybe they're just waiting till they get the item that's almost free. So that's a no-no. You know, I mean, if there's, like I said, if there's items that's like ready to go into your death pile, that's like low quality, like Susie Shear, Ardene's, stuff like that, I'd be willing to go for $5. Just, I mean, if I get $1 for it and it's not going to be sitting in my closet collecting dust and it's just a low quality item, then if it's sat there for 6 months in my Posh closet, then $5 I'm fine with. But really good quality items, no. And if before the 6 month mark for me, it's not going to go for $5. Maybe 10, not 5. So you got to set a limit on all of your offers, on all of your listings. You got to decide how low do you want to go for this item. And that way you know that your anthropology jacket, you're only going to go down as low as $50. And if you get to a point where you're offering that person again, and you're at $50, which is your limit, offer them that. But if they don't, if they decline it, remove it. Or if you go back to offer it again, like, hey, look, I've already offered $50. Remove it from their bundle, because you don't want to go down. You don't want to settle for less, is what I'm saying, right? And I think that people just kind of like to wait until items are almost free, and then you're losing money. So that's the point that I want to say, is that you're losing money. So watch your offers. That is the point that I wanted to make today, is watch your offers. Set lowest rate that you will go in each listing and stick to it. And, you know, if people don't like that, that's too bad. If people can spend $30, $50, $90 in a Posh show, then they can definitely spend $90 on your anthropology jacket, right? So it's nice to try to make a deal with people, but have a set goal for each listing as the lowest you will go and stick with it, right? So I know that there's always the worries that, oh, maybe it will never sell. That's why I do the 6 month rule. If I list something and it's sat there for 6 months, then it's going to go into the death pile. And if it's a low quality item, after sitting there for 6 months, I might take $5 for it, yeah. But if it's like something like anthropology, my lowest I'll go is $20. And if that doesn't sell after trying to go as low as $20 in offers, I'm going to probably sell it somewhere else. Either sell it somewhere else, Sell it to see if there's like friends or family that want to buy it, or take it to a consignment shop, right? Because that way you're not losing any money at all. Or keep it. So those are my tips for you today. I hope I'm not sounding mean, but I'm just saying that some people go on Poshmark with that kind of a thing. I wouldn't say it's an attitude. It's just a thing. And they don't think it's intentionally to be mean on their part. But everybody's always looking for deals. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with looking for deals. But as a Posh ambassador too, that I am, a Posher just like you don't want to always settle for less either, just to make a good deal and make somebody happy, right? So you've got to set your lowest you will go in offers and stick to it. And like I said, if they decline, remove the item from their bundle. And if you've reached your lowest that you've offered, the next time, take it out of their bundle. So that way you're not going to keep going below your limit, right? Because you don't want to get ripped off either, right? So, I mean, unless you have like a period of time like I do, like I have 6 months. If the item doesn't sell, it goes to death pile. Then, I mean, depending on the quality of it, you know, like I said, low quality stuff, I'd be willing to take $5. And, well, I'd get $1.05 for it. Right? Or stuff like Anthropology, I think the lowest I'll go is like $20. If I need to, I will go like 12 or 14, but that's it. So just watch your offers. Don't allow people, my voice is getting really dry and raspy. Don't allow people to take advantage of you, because it can happen. And it's not that they mean to do it. Like, you just don't want to sell yourself out too low and then you lose money. And because chances are is they could buy it at like a low price, like $5, and they could reposh it and sell it for $60. So just watch that, okay? That's my tip for today. You guys have a good day. I've got to go. Have a good day, guys.